Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a video on a makeup look I created with the Alyssa Edwards palette. This is a collaboration she did with Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the latest eyeshadow palette that Anastasia has released. I know it came out like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I won't be doing any swatches. If you want me, I'll insert some swatches at the end for those of you who haven't seen them, but I believe a lot of people have already done a bunch of swatches and reviews and also first impressions. So I didn't do that because I wanted to do a video where I could actually tell you how I feel with the eyeshadow performance, because your first impressions can tell a lot about a product, but it's not completely, I don't think it's completely well informed. So I've been using it for a while now, and I've been doing crazy looks like this one and natural looks. So in this video I just wanted to tell you guys what I think of the eyeshadow palette's performance, and to show you how to create this fun look. And the thing is, I know there are a bunch of really fun, colorful, and wonderful looks out there already, but I find it that it's sometimes really hard to follow a bunch of tutorials if you're just starting to get into makeup. And if you don't have that much experience, I wanted to make sure you could still use this colorful palette that you might be intimidated with. So that's why I created this really easy look, you can see. So if you want to see this look, just keep on watching. I already primed my eyes off camera because I don't want this video to be 100 years old, and I'll be showing you all the colors I'll be using from the Alyssa Edwards palette, as you saw from the thumbnail, the name, and the intro. I won't be using a transition shade because I want this look to be very bold, and as you can tell from the introduction, it's just purple, yellow, and pink. So we're gonna start with the lightest color, that is yellow, because we don't want it to be on top of a darker eyeshadow, because then you won't see its true color. So I'll be using the shade Brick Road, and I'll be using this brush from MAC Cosmetics. I already primed and set my eyes. We're gonna start with the yellow shade. It's called Brick Road. It's this one. So I'm gonna divide my eye in two, and on my crease I'm gonna apply first here yellow, then I'm gonna apply here the pink, and then on all over my lid I'll be applying the purple color. So the thing you want to do, especially with very pigmented and bright eyeshadow colors, is you want to saturate your brush, then tap off the excess because you don't want any fallout, and you're gonna start pressing the eyeshadow to your eyelid on the parts where you want it, and after it's pressed you're gonna start buffing it. So that's what we are gonna start doing. And also remember guys, it's better, less is more at the beginning. I know we want to achieve a very bold, colorful look, but it's better to start applying little by little regarding your eyeshadow colors, because eyeshadows you can build them up, but you can't build them down, or it's harder to build them down. So start little by little and we'll start building up.
Looking amazing, like I'm so perfect, like I know when I don't know, like I just
Don't be afraid to put your eyeshadow above your crease. with this look, we want to be able to see the colors even if our eyes are opened. So that's why I'm gonna be taking this color higher up my crease.
The shit that you put me through. I don't really do anything bad. You're just looking for a reason, get mad. Why you out here tweaking like that? Why do you go looking for something? No, I can't even say. Why do I get caught?
We are now gonna start applying the pink. This is the Texas Made. It's the hot pink on the palette. And we're gonna use a MAC brush. Is the 217 brush from MAC Cosmetics. And we're gonna do the same. We're gonna saturate our brush with pigmentation, then we're gonna tap the excess off and we're gonna start patting it into our eyelids, and after we have the desired amount of pigmentation, we're gonna blend it out.
In all of your selfish games, all you do is hate on me like every single day. All I know is something's gotta change. I don't lose my patience. I don't keep you waiting always. I don't make you crazy, 'cause
You shouldn't worry about it not being very sharp on the edges, because we're gonna clean it up once we finish applying the eyeshadow.
I'm looking amazing. Yeah. I told you I'm looking amazing. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh,
To unite the yellow and the pink, we are gonna add the orangey shade. We're gonna use the Supreme. I'm taking the Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. This one is in the number 310, and we're just gonna take a little bit, tap the excess off, and we're gonna place it here in both of these eye areas because we want it to look as a gradient color. So that way we unite the two colors. And don't worry about it, we're gonna reapply some pigmentation to those colors once we're done blending them.
don't keep you waiting always. I don't make you crazy. 'Cause oh, you know I'm looking amazing. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
As you can see, now it looks like a gradient from yellow to orange to pink, and it looks more natural. I know it's a lot of color, but it looks better this way. Now we're gonna reapply a little bit of the first two shades with our same brushes. We just want to intensify the color that might have been lost while blending. Especially the yellow, because it's a lighter color and we don't want it to get lost with the pink and the orange. And obviously we want our hot pink to be very hot. So we're done with the crease, and I'm gonna do a cut crease, but all over my lid, because we want the purple to be as true to its shade as possible. And if we applied it without cutting our crease, the color would get mixed up with the yellow here and the pink here. So we're gonna use the same brush I used for carving out my eyebrows. It's a small concealer brush, and we're gonna take the concealer.
Like I'm so perfect, like I know, no I don't know. True. Alright, I might deserve the shit that you put me through, but I don't really do many things bad. You're just looking for a reason.
Now we've cut our crease or our whole lid, and don't worry if it's not perfect here, because we're gonna blend it out because we want that gradient look on our eyeshadow. And before I do my other eye, I'm gonna apply the purple eyeshadow on this one. And I'll be using two eyeshadow brushes. I'm gonna be using a large shadow brush from Sephora. It's this one, as you can see. And we're gonna take this tapered shadow brush from Smashbox. And so to first apply, I'm gonna use this one, and to blend it out, I'm gonna use this one. We're gonna use the same application method that we used on the crease. So first we're gonna stamp the color with this one and blend it out with this one. The shade we'll be using is the Purple Believe color.
Man, oh, why you out here tweaking like that? 'Cause I don't lose my patience. I don't keep you waiting always. I don't make you crazy. 'Cause I'm looking amazing. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking amazing. I'm looking amazing. I'm looking amazing. Yeah, you know. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. I'm looking amazing.
Okay, so now that we applied the purple shade, we are gonna blend it into the other two colors, and I'm gonna use this brush from Real Techniques, and we're just gonna start doing windshield piping motions. And we can grab a little bit of the pink.
Yeah, yeah. I said I'm looking amazing.
Then we're gonna use our brush for a little bit of yellow. And we're gonna go back with our brush from Smashbox, and we are gonna reapply some of the purple and try to buff it out as best as possible. And we want to reapply the purple because we lost some pigmentation while we were blending. So we're gonna use again this brush. And remember, just do tapping motions.
I told you I'm looking amazing. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh.
And we're gonna use the smaller brush for the small parts of our eyelid that we need more precision.
Don't lose my patience. Don't keep you waiting. No.
So we're done with this eye. I'm gonna finish this one, then I'll be back on camera. Once you finish applying our eyeshadow, we're gonna clean up the edges because we want this very sharp look to it. And you can use some makeup wipe removals, or if you don't have makeup wipes, you can use your normal makeup removal and some cotton rounds. and I'll show you how to do it. So I like to get the cotton round really wet, and then you just put it in half. And I need my mirror, sorry. And then you're just gonna do this motion and wipe everything off, like the excess off. And now you can see how we have this very sharp edge. And now we're gonna do the same with this side. And I also like to clean up my under eye before I start applying the rest of my makeup. Okay, so once you have your eyeshadow cleaned up, you can start doing your face. You can do your normal makeup routine. So I'll finish off my face and I'll be right back to finish off the eyes. I'm back, guys. I finished off my face and now we're gonna finish off the eyes, and I want to do some colorful things on my waterline. So if you want to do a bunch of different colors or like a gradient on your eyes, on your waterline, remember to first apply the lightest color you want and try to drag it down as much as possible, and then you apply the darker colors, because if you apply the darker colors first, the lighter color is not gonna show. So I want a gradient the same way here, so I'm gonna do yellow and pink, and then I'm gonna do the purple toned, and let's begin. I'm looking amazing, yeah.
Like I'm so perfect, like I know when I don't know. Like I deserve the shit that you put me through. I don't really do anything bad. You're just looking for a reason, get mad. Why you out here tweaking like that? Why do you go looking for something? No, I can't even say.
I'm gonna try to tightline my waterline with the lower waterline with the purple color.
Why do I get caught up in all of your selfish games? All you do is hate on me like every single day. All I know is something's gotta change. I don't lose my patience. I don't keep you waiting always. I don't make you crazy.
So now we have the waterline, and as you can see, we have the gradient look. And I didn't put that much purple because I'm gonna put a purple eyeliner on my lower waterline. For my waterline, I'll be using this eyeliner from MAC Cosmetics. It's in the color Purple Dash. It's one of these.
I'm looking amazing, yeah.
See, now we're done, and I'm gonna apply some liquid eyeliner and some lashes, and I'll be right back. I'm back, guys. So as you saw from the video, I just added some a bit of eyeliner and mascara and some falsies. They're from Allure, and I like that they look pretty natural, but you can still notice I have longer eyelashes, and just put a bit of lipstick. So now my final thoughts on this palette. So obviously I like that it's hot pink, and I love that the letters are in gold. Like, I like better the name in gold than the hot pink. And I like that it has the eyes. I think that is very cute. So I mean, I don't mind the pink, and I know it's very her, so I think it's cute. Maybe I would have done it like white and the eyes and the letters still gold. And so this is a palette, as you've seen from a bunch of different tutorials. You can tell I've been using it. So it's a really fun palette, and I think that your first impression might be that it's very intimidating if you're just getting into makeup. You might be scared, like, what am I gonna, I think it's fun, but what am I gonna do with such bold colors? But I think you can do both looks with this, or in my next video, I'll be showing you two different natural looking looks with this palette, so you can make the most out of it. And I think the eyeshadows performed pretty well. I also like how the shimmering shades work, because they're very buttery and pigmented, and I didn't find that I had a lot of fallout. Like, I've been using them a lot, and I've been using all the different colors, and I didn't find a lot of fallout. I also liked how pigmented their purple and blue shadows are, because those two colors are very hard to get right on eyeshadows. And I'll just show you the swatches from those two colors. So here is a blue, and here is a purple. So you can see they're very pigmented, and I like that you can build them up. And also you can do, like, I think you can use this palette as your first colorful palette to add to your collection. And with more neutral palettes, if you want a pop of color, you can grab a shadow from this. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, you can use all the eyeshadows in the palette, like skipping through it, but they're designed so each four quads you can build an eyeshadow look with them. So they go like first, second, third, and then back. So I think this is amazing. This is not something I'm making up. Anastasia Soar, the founder of the brand, actually said this in a video, but I don't think a lot of people know about this. And I know this one, you might still be intimidated, like, yeah, how am I gonna do a look with, I don't know, this four? But I'll show you other palettes from Anastasia, and you'll see I'm right about it. Okay, so here I have the Soft Glam palette, and I'll show you what I was telling you guys. Let me just get the messy things out. Okay, so here you go. And as I told you before, here's one look, here's another one, and then you go back and you have a bunch of different eye looks. So I think that's pretty fun. And going back to this palette, at first I wasn't sure I wanted to buy it. I wanted to buy it because I wanted to support Alyssa Edwards, and I love Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I wasn't sure how the colors would perform, because there are a lot of other very bold eyeshadow colors you can buy, and for like a cheaper price you can go to Morphe and buy this type of colors. But I think they performed really well, and I found some unique colors like the hot pink. I just really loved it. And the shimmering pink shade, this one called Beyond, I really liked it. I mean, it's very buttery, and it's very hard to get that on shimmering shades. And also this shade Treasure, I've been loving it. I gravitate a lot towards it, even if I'm using a single eyeshadows or other palettes. I've been getting into this one to just use that shade, and I think it's really worth your money. I know it's $52, I believe, and but I think it's worth it, because you can do very fun, colorful looks, and you can also do neutral looks. As I told you, I will show you how to do some of them on my next video. So overall, I highly recommend this palette now that I've tried it a bunch of times. Like, I've been using this palette for the last couple of 2 weeks almost every day. So I think it's a good investment for your collection, and you won't regret buying this eyeshadow palette. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video, and please don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up. Bye.